Make a U-turn. In 1,000 feet, slide left, take the next left, sharp left, turn right on, continue on, in a quarter mile, at the light, in 600 feet, turn right on.
You have reached your destination.
Yup. Today's been interesting. Starting to do some stripping, and it's not doing too badly. I've gotten a lot of junk out of that little corner in there. It's got a lot of buildup, lots. And what you're looking at is actually part 2 of a couple of parts. I've gotten some junk off already, as you can see. Some of that was ground down so I can make those welds look better. Not my welds, but kind of welds I do. And, you know, more work continues. I'm going to let this sit overnight, and putting this stuff on has reminded me that I need to be really careful about what I wear, because right now, shorts, an apron, and when I was putting this stuff on, a face shield. Now, I anticipate that when I scrape the rest of this junk off, it'll come off pretty easily, but there's always that little bit that's left somewhere. And that somewhere is going to come off with either a drill and a wire brush, or with a rotating flapper disc. Which means I've got to wear a face shield and long pants and long shirt. Because if this stuff gets on me, I mean, it'll probably be, I'd say, somewhat neutralized by the time it eats through this paint, but you never know. If that crap gets on me or in my eyes, fucking look out. This is not something I want to dick around with, so, yeah. Lots of work still left, but again, this is easy work. You know, the lion's share of this stuff is bubbling up, so, you know, pretty happy to show that this stuff is working. Tried it on this this tarry stuff as well, and it seems to be lifting it off. So I'm gonna keep on scraping and adding. The more of this that I can do, the less I will have when it comes time to pulling all this crap off. So once I get this stuff down to bare metal and I'm able to neutralize it with water, I will very likely, I'm not going to neutralize it until the very last, now that I think of it, because what I want to do is take that door out of there, scrub all the junk and silicone and anything else away from the interior of the trunk and start doing stuff to seal it up. If you look there, down there, a little bit of stuff in there. There's a gap there of about, an inch and a half or so. And on my Roadster, I had sealed that up with, I think, expanding foam. I don't remember why. I thought I read somewhere that water gets up into that, but yeah, if nothing else, I'm going to try very, very hard to keep this thing as not airtight, but sound tight as possible. So that's one area that I'll pay attention to. And then when I put all the stuff I plan to put onto it, then I'm going to double up on sound deadening and so forth, right? I may need to turn the light off. I'm going to pause a sec. Okay, so while that goes out, you can see that I've moved my my lift. Where's that up and down thing? I'll see if I can make it move. Yeah. So, that's handy. I use this thing for quite a lot. It's rated for, I think it's 1,700 pounds, I think, or 1,100, one of the two. So it'll be easy to take care of that little puppy and its body. So lifting my car's body off of the frame will be pretty child's play work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm actually giving thought to selling the Roadster too, which is back in the garage, covered. I don't know. Maybe. So there we go. I will. I'll take some more pictures and probably post this once I've got more done. I'm gonna pause and unpause. So let's take a look at the interior real quick. I wasn't sure how far I'd go with stripping in here, if at all. I'm gonna let me see. Zoom in here. Some work there to get done, but that's gonna get covered with sound deadening and other stuff. I've got just about a bare. Well, I do have a bare aluminum, or not a bare roof, inner roof, right? You can see that it's not too bad. Taking a sander to that will easily take care of loose stuff, and then I can just paint it up with rust dissolver, call it a day, right? Same thing there. There's a little bit of paint and some rust. Again, that's easily manageable. Same thing with the rear parcel shelf back there and the tire opening and some of the stuff up in here. Yeah, look at that. I thought I would spend some time perhaps on the inner portion of that bulkhead, getting that stripped down and ready for use. But I need to spend some time on prepping all that crap, right? My car body won't be sat upon a couple of seahorses. I bought a whole bunch of lumber here, so in the next couple days or something, I'm going to build, what would you call it, a scaffold. And I've got my coaster wheels back in here. I use those for my Roadster. And I've had good luck with parking the Roadster outside. If I need more space, I can always do that. If I had to, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. I may elect to put the Roadster back outside and cover back up when I start to get at the frame. I'm told there is one area, I think on the right side, Jim helped me out here, if that I may need to look at, but the rest of it, from what I'm told, is pretty spotless. And I've looked this thing over in a bunch of different ways, and it's awfully pretty to me, which means not a lot of work. So more, I think, once I get into it. All right, I think I'm done as much as I'm going to do for the stripping. And what's left, once it dries out a little bit, I'm going to use my drill and a wire wheel to get off the detritus, right? So I've been able to scrape off a bunch of that junk. It's all there in my trash can, some on my floor, and again, a little bit of a wet stuff in there, but I'm going to, like I said, let that dry out and then use my drill to get it off. You can see here, I've made some good progress, and what I couldn't scrape off, again, you guessed it, it's ready for the drill. Coming down with something. This is very, very good stuff, and like any other paint stripper I've used before, or stuff that acts like a paint stripper, there's always that last little bit that you gotta do to kind of get it off and finished, right? So I've stripped metal, I've stripped wood, I've stripped plastic. I ate plastic. You know, it's just a matter of getting the rest of the junk off. So you can see how it kind of smeared in there. By tomorrow after work, they'll be ready for drill, and there you go. I am thinking I should put down some plastic, but maybe, maybe not. This stuff didn't come off as easily, but I got it off just as well. And in no time flat, it's going to be drilled out and ready to go. So I'm going to pause. Watching Mozart here, excellent movie. I'm going to pause here and show you the trunk in some detail. All right, so trunk. I'm going to probably wash this extremely thoroughly before I touch it and see where I've got issues. Right? Because honestly, I do not want to strip this all down to bare metal. I'm so tired of that shit. Over it. But you can see a lot of this is still good. A good thorough rinse down, all the dust out of there. Scuff this up with 360, 600. I think, going to strip out the bottom, because you can see here, it was either prepped badly or I've got some rust. I think it's a little bit of both, because I can recognize rust. And some stuff in there to do. So overall, this isn't bad. When I did my Roadster, I got under this and I scrubbed and scraped everything off of the damn undercarriage. If this has any rubberized compound, I'm not going to touch it. I'm not going to touch it because I'm going to put more back on. That's just stupid. So, I already see I've got 4 bolts, 3, that I need to maybe soak and then remove with a removal tool. This one's going to be a little bit of a bitch. Maybe. Let's see what I've got under there. Yeah, so, what is it called? Compound, the penetrating compound. Over here, not too bad. Oops, paint that's coming off. But again, not too bad. I don't think I have a whole lot of work in the trunk area, except for the floor portion of it, and then some evening out of bad paint job. So there you go. I have made the decision not to completely strip this thing. I'm gonna get at the rust. I'm gonna get at the loose paint. I realize someone's gonna say, "Well, you've got to strip it, or else you'll never know what's underneath of it." I know. It's my car, so I'm not going to do work that I don't want or need to do. Once I neutralize all this crap, I will then rust convert it, and after that, I will epoxy prime. So that's adhesive, and that'll come up with goo gone. Next thing I'll need to look at a little carefully after the trunk is the front end in there. It's been buckled. You can see some damage there in the front. The front cross member there is not exactly straight, so I'll fix that as well. And we'll go from there. So, and after the body's off, I've got to do the engine bay, which wouldn't be too awfully bad, but I'll probably take the rust converter to that as well. Just because I just don't want to fuck with it. Actually, with it off with the body off, it won't be that bad. I shouldn't say that. It didn't take me but an afternoon to strip the other one, so maybe I'll just mechanically strip everything in here and make it look nice. So that's it for now. Do something else, I suppose. And here's something I really kind of wanted to show. Context clues matter, right? So I've got a little bit of rust up here that's easy to take care of and get out. Now follow it down. Look for the rimply dimplies, the bad paint. That's dirt and dust and junk, or is it? After I get that down, I'll find probably pitted and rusty metal. Here's a great example of rust. So somebody painted over some rust, which is, I don't care, not my business, but that's my business now, I suppose. But damn it. Once, this is 10 minutes with a drill and a wire wheel, right? The rest of it, that's easy. So, yep.